it just really depends on how Atlus wants to handle this game marketing alongside of Persona.
Well, it's because I see it like this, right? Like, let me pull up Paint for you, okay? There's like a few. There's a few different realities we can live in right now, okay? We can live in the reality where they're like, okay, we have, this is 2025, okay? This is what we have in 2025, really, okay? Really, we have two big places to show our games, because we like Xbox, so we want to give our things to Xbox, and then we have TGA, really. And then we can, like, Xbox brand our trailer or whatever. Xbox, it felt, I know this is still conjecture, we don't know this for sure, obviously. It super feels like they only showed P4R here because they had to show something here. Like, either because Xbox wanted them to, or just because they're like, well, we want to have something to just have at this point because we haven't had much this year, or something like that, right? Are we, like, pretty sure this is the case, you think? That's why P4R was shown here?
Yeah, yes.
So, now you have this, but then we have to consider the next year, okay? We have to consider 2026, okay? Where we have, once again, probably the same thing, right? There are, like, directs and state of plays that happen all over the year, but I feel like Atlus has been pretty consistent in keeping stuff at Xbox and TGA, and I think that's where they want to keep it, because they like Xbox, and then at TGA, they like Keighley, and they can still brand things Xbox there. So, if this is the year Revival is releasing, right, which I'm pretty sure, again, we said it has to release sometime between March of 2026 and April of 2027, right? That was the time frame?
I think so.
Or
yes,
the reverse, April of
the
2026 and March, whatever, one of those, yeah. I might have got those backwards.
Well, Japanese fiscal years are never fresh in my fucking head, despite how often I hear them referred to.
I think it would be April of this year to March of next year, but whatever, somewhere around that time frame. So, here's the thing. There's a wrench in your plans, okay? Let's say, I think P4R will be here. So let's say P4R is here, okay? Another trailer, another big trailer, okay? You have the concert in January, actually. I forgot about this. So you have the concert. I don't think anything substantial will be here. Maybe another P4R trailer that makes it to social media like 20 minutes later. I don't think you'll have anything too substantial here. Probably get more of this. Then you have, though, let's imagine P4R's big P3R-like trailer is here. I would imagine the release is coming sometime in 2026 then. Probably near the end. Probably like here or something, okay? And maybe like September or something along those lines. Okay, P4R releases here.
Sorry. Yeah, sure.
Well, then where the fuck? If P6 is also here, where the fuck do you put P6? Because you're not releasing it before P4R.
No, of course not. But hold on. I think P6 could have an early 2027 release date. I don't think it's that out of the question.
Ooh, so we're gonna put them this close, you think? It's possible. It's possible.
Atlus, the same people who released Metaphor and Persona 3 Reload in the same year, not that far apart of each other.
That's true.
Even Vengeance,
but
Vengeance were like 3 months apart.
I think those had similar marketing times, right? Reload and Metaphor, weren't they revealed at the same time? Was that what it was?
Metaphor. Yeah. They were at the same Xbox show. Yes, they were.
So those were revealed at the same time, and even that felt a bit much.
Metaphor was a re-reveal. To be fair, because that technically Fantasy had already been like a thing in development that we knew about for like
sure. But this was like the first big, like this was like the one to get you like wish listing and caring about the game. I think. Right?
Sure. It was like the most substantial thing we've ever seen in the game up until.
So
that
like
point, for sure.
This is possible, but then also, what do you put here now? Are you putting anything here? Like, because I guess you just do another P4R trailer, I guess. And then here you start doing P6 more, maybe. And then you just get a release here. Or maybe you do P6 and P4R here. It starts getting real messy, I think. And then you get a release. This is like one reality. This could happen. I mean, this could happen, legitimately. I mean, Atlus has had crazy release schedules. What I could see, though, and this is what I think is more likely in my opinion, but that is just my opinion. What the fuck is this? What's up?
Oh, Copilot. I love Copilot.
Why is it play out? I didn't even know it's on my computer. Is this like is this malware? No, when did this get here?
It's pre-installed on like Windows, like on every modern version.
They're trying to listen to me. They're like, this guy knows something we shouldn't. I think we don't see P6 here. Okay. I think instead We only see P4R. Oh shit, hold on. There's one big thing I have to fucking reveal or talk about actually. The 20th anniversary is here too. Or sorry, 20th. 30th anniversary starts here, right? Right?
The 30th anniversary starts in
Late
September of
2026.
26.
So that starts here. And when they last year when they did dude, my time for is fucked. When they did the 25th anniversary in 2021,
2021, 2022. Yeah. That was like the range.
It was exactly what you just said. It was a 1-year event, right? 2021 to 2022, right? So it starts here. So start and then ends here.
Yes.
So I could see no P6 here. Then you get concert. Anything could happen here. It doesn't really matter. Xbox. You could put P6 here. You could. Maybe.
I think it's like I think.
Or you could
Oh,
put
are
it
you
here.
saying? Wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. I misunderstood what graph.
Yeah. I'm saying
this
this would be P6's announcement, maybe, or like certainly here. By here, I feel like it has to happen by here. This would be this would be like this year, where we're like it has to be here.
I will undeniably say 2026. Some point, if P6 hasn't been announced by this TGA, like that's happening 2 days from now, it will happen at some point between in 2026. Right?
Yeah, I agree. So it could be here, it could be here. And then you have 2027. All this year to market it. Okay, you have another Xbox show here to market it, right? More P6, right? And then, if you want fucking cinema, the release date is the 30th anniversary. Just like how Persona 5 released on the 20th anniversary. And then, where is it?
It's crazy that it would have been 10 years, though. Like, isn't that fucking insane? 10 years between P5 and P6?
It's just a cinema picture on my computer. Wait. Hold on. There you go. And then you get some absolute fucking cinema, okay? That's what I'm thinking. That's my release schedule, okay? I think that works. I think it could work. What do you think? What do you think of my idea?
I think yours is
Do you think it's at least more realistic or less realistic?
Well, yours is more realistic, but you also consider a lot more variables, right? That's why it's a more like wholesale perspective because you have a big timeline here, and I do think I think the biggest credence to your argument is I also, to an extent, I do not believe it's a middle ground, right? Because I do not believe it'd be in their best interest to cannibalize Persona 4 revival with Persona 6 at the same show, but. They've done it before, so it could go either way on that one. But I do think,
but never on this scale. To be fair, like they cannibalize P5T with like P3R and maybe Metaphor and P3R a little bit, but like, this would be Persona fucking 6.
Persona 6 is Atlus's undeniable like biggest title in like
Tactica. You can sacrifice for reload. Like okay, fuck it. Tactica was never gonna be that successful, but like. P4R is probably going to be pretty successful reload-wise, and then P6 is going to be Omega successful, would be my guess. So
it's the sequel to Persona 5. No, you're not wrong. I don't deny that.
Like, if you want to know how big Persona 6 is, right? We've been talking about these events. I could even maybe, this is like a Joker, there's like a wild card, okay? I could see at some point in this year, at any point, they just drop this shit randomly. They're like, fuck you. Or maybe, I guess maybe you could do it at the 30th anniversary if you don't want to do it randomly. Because remember, people thought this, right? The general public, this is Atlus's biggest tweet. This was a teaser in May for the game that was coming out a month later, Persona 5 The Phantom X Global. This got 98,000 likes because a bunch of like normies saw it and quote tweeted and shit and thought it was Persona 6. And this was their biggest tweet.
This one is also hilarious.
This was bigger than Persona 5 being ported to PC and other platforms.
Discord made a fucking reply like to that post or some shit like that. That was
oh yeah, Discord. Didn't they say like, oh, Persona 6 is coming, guys? So yeah, even Discord thought.
Funny.
Yeah. So
funny.
Just saying, okay. This got this big, and it wasn't even actually Persona 6. Okay, people thought it was Persona 6 for some reason. Okay, that's how big Persona 6 is. Okay, so you don't even need these events. Now, I would still say it's more likely they do them at the events, but I'm just saying, you don't even fucking need them for Persona. That's how big P6 is. So there's no rush to reveal it here and cannibalize P4R. And think about how much more wiggle room you get, too, if you don't put P6 here. If you put P4R here, well, now you have finally a good reveal for the game on its own. And then you have, oh, we could do P6 here at Xbox. Oh, actually, no, wait, let's wait for P4R to come out first, right? And then we could do it here. You have so much more wiggle. You could do either, and both of those work, really. You could put it here and you know, be like, well, you know, P4R is about to come out. People have already pre-ordered it, whatever the fuck. Or you could put it here and be like, well, now the P4R is done and out and released and people have played it. We could do P6 here. You could do either one. It's all about brand expansion. I just feel like, to me,
I wish like it was like companies had a standard where they like divulge like how they thought things out like much like later like in on every step of the way. Like I wish that's something that just happened because I wish it helped me like understand how the philosophy behind these actions.
I'll tell you one
right?
thing,
I feel like
okay?
make a more informed decision.
Every business, if they're smart, is really trying to build a brand. In this case, we're trying to build Persona over everything else. Maybe Atlus Games as a whole, but like certainly Persona in like the micro. And I believe Sega is probably, I can imagine, if I were to type in like Sega, expansion of brand, expansion of the Persona IP, there's no way there aren't things of them saying exactly this, right?
No, I mean, and again, we all know this nowadays, especially if you look, like, I've seen people take pictures instead of
Sega plans to expand the Persona IP through new games, film adaptations, and merchandising. It's close to what I'm saying, a little different, but, like, I would imagine you're just trying to build this IP or whatever. P4R is going to be seen as another way to build that, right? Like, we look at it and we're like, okay, well, we're gonna buy this, and we're gonna buy P6, and we'll buy Persona, the fucking hot spring sim, because we're Sims and we'll buy anything, right? But like, to Sega, they might be viewing it as like, okay, well, we've been sponsoring like Sega will never sponsor me, one, because I am too edgy, and two, because it'd be stupid. I say this, I'm not gonna divide it. I may have gotten offers in the past, but like generally speaking, they're not gonna look at me as like a super big client, because I'm literally a Persona Atlus guy, right? Even ignoring how I'm not that big. It wouldn't be as worthwhile as sponsoring the people who they actually do sponsor, who was Mori Calliope for the anime thing, Northern Lion had a Persona 3 Reload one.
Yeah, for Switch 2's release, right?
Angry Joe had a sponsorship. His was pretty hilarious, by the way. Did you know in his sponsored stream for Persona 3 Reload, he accidentally skipped the Awakening cutscene?
Oh wait, that's fucking awesome. What the fuck? I didn't know
at one point, he's like midway through it, and he pauses it to say something to the chat or whatever, and he accidentally presses start, and it skips the whole cutscene, and then he notices, he doesn't even notice at first till chat tells him. He's like, oh shit, did I just skip the most important cutscene? Well, fuck me, it was very funny. But that motherfucker.
This reminds me of, it's like tangentially related, like Sega sponsored, I think, XQC to play Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth,
right?
When that was coming out. That's just really,
because like it's about like more expanding it rather than having like the same fan base is already gonna probably fucking buy them anyways.
No, sure. It's always about increasing brand recognizability.
So like,
that's exactly why Persona 5 was such a big deal.
Reload was a huge thing, right? It's Going Down Now alone was a huge song, and then fucking Reload as a whole probably just brought a lot of new players. You could find a bunch of people who are like, P3R was my first Persona game, guys, right? P4R is going to be viewed in the same way. This is going to be a lot of people's first game. It's going to expand the series. Why not wait for this to expand the series even more and then do P6? It just feels like it makes too much sense, you know? Like, I don't... Unless they're just like, they just have so much shit in 2026 where like it's going to be 2024 part 2 and they want to get P6 out of the way.
I think it's a possibility, though. I think 2026 could be a huge... I mean, any year that Persona 6 is on the docket is already a huge year for Atlus, just on its own. Like, Persona 6 has the motion of, like, 5 fucking games, bro. Like, that game is insane. Like, it's gonna be fucking massive. Right?
So,
undeniably so.
I'm just, like... I don't know. I said 40%, and like I said, I think I'm overshooting with that number. I legitimately do. I think I'm on hopium a little bit shooting with that number, because it honestly should be probably maybe even lower. But it's possible. It's certainly possible. I think P4R and P4R alone is likely, and most likely, yeah. At
the end of the day, though, I mean, the game is gonna be shit.